Hey guys, this is my review for Mark of the Ninja. So in this game you play as a ninja who's trying to stop these mercenary squads from killing your ninja people and stopping your way of life. And to do that, they have given you these random tattoos to give you like superpowers, like super hearing and being able to instantly jump to a location. And you use those powers to try and stop the mercenaries, and then you're supposed to kill yourself once your mission is over because the powers that are given to you in these tattoos are too great for any ninja, and they think that people with these tattoos go a little bit crazy and then end up basically destroying the ninja people as well as whatever because they get like hallucinations or something like that. But yeah, basically the storyline to this game is just going through missions, trying to stop the mercenaries and kill the people who attacked your ninja village. There's not a whole lot to the story, it's not super interesting, there's no like big character reveal sort of things or learning anything about your character's background. You're just like this nameless ninja who has the tattoos. The gameplay to this game is very stealth centered. I wouldn't say it's heavy on the combat. It's usually just you got like sounds that you have to mask. Don't get seen in lights. Try to get past lasers without walking through them, otherwise you'll set off an alarm, sort of thing. And then you got points, so you get points for killing people, points for having people walk past you without noticing you, and points for like finding hidden objects and scrolls. And you can use, if you get a certain amount of points, you get like skill point upgrades, and finding scrolls you get skill point upgrades, and then there's many mission objectives in the missions that you get skill point upgrades. Skill points are basically, they're not super interesting. You just unlock items that can either distract or like hide yourself better, or you can unlock more attacking items, or just standard character upgrades like being able to kill people while hidden, or drop from a roof and kill someone, or hang someone's dead body up on like a pole or something to display it to try and terrorize the enemy. But they're not like super interesting powers or anything like that. They don't offer a whole lot of differences. Otherwise, the map layouts are okay. They're basically just buildings with levels to those buildings, and you just go through the levels, dodging. Super easy traps. The traps in this game are not hard at all. You shouldn't get any trouble like getting through any of the puzzles in this game. They don't offer enough difficulty to really make this a difficult game, which also makes it super boring after a while because you're pretty much just doing the same things on every single level. They don't really change the maps like a whole lot or the puzzles a whole lot. They sort of just do the same sort of things on each map. They'll just add more lasers or something. So I think after like maybe the fourth level or so, I started to get quite bored playing this game. I had to take a break for a while just because it felt so repetitive. Otherwise, they did the stealth aspect to this game quite well, especially for a platformer game. It's probably one of the best platformer stealth games I've ever played, but in the general sense of like a stealth game, it's probably not the best one I've played before. I've definitely played better stealth games than this, but for platformer it's probably one of the best ones. The controls on PC I found were super annoying because obviously this game was on console before this, and then they ported it over. And I think the controls are definitely more suited for analog sticks rather than keyboard like up, down, left keys. So I find that like your character, he doesn't necessarily like jump or drop off a ledge the correct way to which you'd want him to do. They do have like this help messages things that show up on like the corner of your screen. So if you press a button in a certain way, it changes to whatever it's supposed to do, and it will tell you what your character will do. But even then, sometimes it will tell you that you're going to like flip over to the bottom of a wall, but when you press the buttons to saying to press, it'll still just drop you. So it's quite annoying like that. Otherwise, I mean, the enemies don't offer much difficulty either. They pretty much just stand in like one direction or walk back and forth. You just walk up behind them, press a button, they're dead. You're done, you move on. There's not much else to it really. Like they don't really go hunting for you that much. If you alert them, they'll just sort of go to wherever they thought you were. They'll just stand there for about 10 seconds, then they'll go back to wherever they were. So it's not like they ring a bell, more people spawn, sort of thing. It's just they stand there, they look. Someone sees a dead body, they get terrorize, which basically means they like get scared and then they just shoot whatever they see or whatever they hear. There's not really a whole lot to this game, to be honest, but it wasn't a bad game. I had fun. I'd just give it a 6 out of 10, I guess. I mean, it's definitely not the best stealth game I've ever played. The controls need work, that's for sure, especially on PC, but it was a fun game. Doesn't offer much difficulty, so it's quite short. I think it takes maybe 5 hours or so to complete. It wasn't like that long, but I was doing it like super casually, so I guess if you're playing it you could probably complete it a lot faster than me. But yeah, graphics wise it was alright. Animations could be better, but I mean it is a platformer game, it's not meant to be super graphical, I guess. It's just quite linear, but I think they did do quite a good job for a platformer game, I guess. But yeah, I'm only going to give this game a 6 out of 10, so it's just my opinion of the game. If you guys want to drop what you thought of the game in the comments below, then make sure to comment that. Otherwise, I'm only going to give it a 6 out of 10. Okay guys, see ya.